Well, there's a new scam that I didn't even know about, but I became part of something. So I meet this girl on Mingle too, right? Her name is Lori Ola. I'll put up a photograph later. I just wanted to put this out there because you are going to be surprised at what this scam is. So Lori claims to be in the military, the U.S. Army in Israel right now because of Iran, the war over there, right? And they claim to be distant away, and she needs somebody to help her with her business. So she sends me these iPhones in the mail. I thought that was perfectly innocent. Maybe she was, in a phone business or something, and then she was making money on the side, and so I decided to help her. But I didn't know it was a scam, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But I wanted to let you guys know just how bad the scamming is on the internet and how many people on Mingle 2 are just fraudulent. They're just evil people. They don't have any good intentions for you. And that is a website you need to avoid. You really do. There's nobody real or genuine there. None. But let me get into the story. So she sends me this to me, and of course I don't know anything, so I send these phones out and I find out it's from some company called Excite. Google it. It's out in Middlebridge Road in Michigan. And so I Google this after all this occurs, that she sends me money and so forth. And I'm going to get into that in just a minute. And you're probably going to think that I'm a scammer after I tell you the story. But it's true. I'm not joking about any of what I'm going to share with you. It is true. And I'm going to give you the rundown and the exact thing that happened here. So I send these phones out, and she claims that she needs a bank account so she can send money through Zelle for the proceeds that she's going to make for the phones. So she sends me $500. I didn't even realize it was going to go into my overdraft account. I thought it was going to go into her account that I set up for her. But I didn't know anything about how to do this. So $500 was taken from her. It wasn't intentional, it just happened. But this was an eye-opener, so to speak, as to what was going to happen next. So we finally got the right account, and she sent money to it, and they didn't take any more money from her. So she sends me $2,500. I send that off to her, no problem. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not here to rip anybody off. And then she sends me an additional $2,500. However, the Bitcoin address that she gave me was red flagged by Cash App and PayPal. So by the time we got everything done, she had lost like $300. That's how much damage was done already. Not my fault. And I told her, I said, you want to do this? And she said, yes. Well, so I did. Okay. But something didn't jive, because why is her Bitcoin account red flagged if she is using this for her business? That doesn't make sense. I mean, nobody should have a Bitcoin address red flagged unless that Bitcoin address has been put down as a possible scammer's source of income. So I looked into Excite, and I discovered that what's crazy about this is a cargo company that specifically sends things to Nigeria. So this was a Nigerian scamming me, sending phones over there to Nigeria for them to continue scamming people in the United States. This is how sad it's come. It is really sad. But I'm telling you the truth. You can look it up. And so, instead of sending her the money, which I couldn't do anyway, I decided I'm going to use it. I hell with it. It's a scammer anyway. And, of course, claiming to be this good girl from the U.S. Army and all that crap. And I told this person that I was going to go to the FBI with this, and I was going to report what was going on exactly. That these phones were being sent to me to be sent to Nigeria, because they can't send it normal channels, okay? They can't send it like from UPS or FedEx or something like that. They have to use this cargo company, because this cargo company will take on electronics and fly over to Nigeria and deliver these phones to these Nigerian people. This is pretty serious stuff. It's still a scam. Because even though there's no money being requested from me, they're mule horsing me. They're muling me to piggyback into my bank account this money that they're making illegally anyway. Yeah, it's crazy. So there's all this going on that you don't even know about. And it's gotten to the point where this has been an infiltration of all these dating sites for people to use people, to scam them, to make them do things that they wouldn't normally do. Now, this woman supposedly she did send me pizza money. She ordered a pizza, but she wanted me to think that she's a real, genuine girl, and she's here for some real, genuine stuff, so she can continue to have me mule for her to send all this money to the Bitcoin account, but she is overseas anyway. Then she buys all these phones, and they send them on a cargo ship or a plane over there to Nigeria illegally. They're not supposed to be flying any electronics with batteries. But that's how serious this is. They're getting around stuff. They're actually instituting things here in the United States to continue to use this as a catalyst or a way for them to receive goods from the United States, to continue to make people believe here in the United States that these are citizens from the United States, and they're not. These are illegal goods being delivered illegally across the border. Yeah, this is how serious it is. And I wanted to give this update to you so you would see just how bad online scamming has become. Until next time, I'll be posting all this evidence onto YouTube so you can see it for yourself. Thanks.